If you're into crypto, you already know that Vladimir Putin and crypto are a bit scary because you never know what he'll say about them. But Russia and Vladimir Putin have been very clear for the first time in history about how they feel about cryptocurrencies, including how they feel about Bitcoin and how he feels about XRP. In today's video, we'll be going over some of the most recent statements from Russia and Putin, as well as some new laws that will make a lot of different things in the crypto industry legal across Russia. This is a big deal because it means that Russia could bring trillions of dollars into the crypto world over the long term. Many other doors are also being opened around the world at the same time. China, the Middle East, and many other places are likely to start using cryptocurrency, XRP, and Bitcoin in a big way. Soon, very soon. Do you think that's cool? If so, click the like button so everyone can see it. Now, let's start. So I just recently saw this tweet, and it sent me down this rabbit hole. Putin signs a law that makes Bitcoin and crypto mining legal in Russia. This is very interesting because Putin said in July that he thinks the power grid might go down if Russia starts to fully accept cryptocurrency mining as a whole. It's today that he says, you know what, this is a great thought in my opinion. So I looked into it a little more. I was interested in why Putin made this change. It turns out that the answer is surprisingly easy. In other words, everyone should know that Russia has a huge oil and gas reserve on their land. This gives them access to a huge amount of energy. At one point, this is what made all of Europe depend on Russia for oil. Things have changed a bit since then, and Russia now sells its energy to other countries. But one very important point still stands. While Russia is getting all of this oil, they are also throwing away a very important resource energy. That is methane, and all of these oil and gas companies can use their extra methane to power a Bitcoin mining business. This way, they can turn all of their wasted energy into a huge way to make money. In addition, Russia will be able to access an insane amount of Bitcoin, which could give them a lot of power on a world level as more and more people start to use this cryptocurrency. All of this may make you wonder what it has to do with XRP. What? Does this have to do with any other cryptocurrency? Short answer, everything. You, I, and everyone else probably all know that Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency we ever used. The first time I heard of Bitcoin was in 2013. I tried to get Bitcoin. Back then, it was so hard that I couldn't figure it out. I did buy Bitcoin in 2015, though, after a few years. That was the first cryptocurrency I ever owned. Most of you have probably been in a similar situation. You bought Bitcoin or Ethereum, then went down the rabbit hole and learned about XRP. This is likely because most of you heard about Bitcoin before you heard about XRP. But that's not all. He's not just signing a Bitcoin bill. He makes it very clear that it's also coin mining. There are also a lot of other cryptocurrencies with proof of work methods. Another thing is that there are many other cryptocurrencies that are much better at what Bitcoin does. And eventually people will get it and they'll realize that billions of people around the world need Bitcoin. People should use other coins more though. It's also going to get cheaper, right? In the same way that Bitcoin was the first to get all the money. Then we saw Solana and BNB come out of nowhere and get these huge market caps. Guys, that's just how trickle-down economics works. Okay, so this isn't the only thing going on in Russia. There's more going on than just digging. Also tests of crypto. Payments and trades are almost ready to begin. Now you understand what I mean, right? Putin puts his signature on a bill. Okay, so making Bitcoin is okay, right? We can do this. It brings in hundreds of millions of dollars in tax money. So cool. People then ask, okay, Putin, but there are other cryptocurrencies out there. What are we going to do with them? This is now being looked at by the courts. In Russia, people will soon be able to buy just about any other coin. In July, the Russian government passed laws that made crypto mining legal and set up a way for digital tokens to be tested for cross-border payments while being watched by the central bank. On August 8th, President Vladimir Putin signs a bill into law. The crypto experiment comes at a time when it's getting harder and harder for Russian companies to pay their foreign suppliers and get paid for goods they export. This is going to sound a lot like what you already heard, okay? Making payments across borders, right? Businesses that need to do this are having trouble because of the national bank. I mean, guys, the XRP ledger was actually made for this reason. Okay, I don't have to write it down for everyone back home. If you can see it, it's pretty clear. Bitcoin isn't really good for sending money across borders. What is the one coin that is? That's right, XRP. And this should really get you guys excited because these companies need it because the US's controlled banking system and all of its sanctions cut Russia off from the rest of the world. Yes, that one. Yes, that one is making Russia come up with new ideas. In a strange way, this is good news for the cryptocurrency industry. Not only does it allow for this conversation to happen, but it also shows Russia that they can make a lot of money with cryptocurrency if they use it and can come to an agreement with all the countries that buy their oil from them, like China, Europe, and others. just to get around us sanctions. This is not going to happen, and the US will not let Russia become one of the richest countries in the world. You should join them if you can't beat them, right? That's exactly what will happen here. Russia is starting to get ahead of the pack when it comes to getting a lot of people to use cryptocurrencies. That being said, this was signed into law on August 8th, and things are already getting crazy. A lot of news stories like DL News have started to talk about this now. They want to know how Putin's decision to switch to cryptocurrencies will help him avoid some sanctions and make it look like he relies on the dollar. It seems pretty easy, doesn't it? That's the great thing about an open network. It's very easy. Okay, Russia, you can't use this. Okay, Ukraine, you can't use this. There isn't a single body that will say those things. We should all be ready for the government to try to step in as well, okay? I want to bring up something that happened not long ago. Did you hear that Pavel Durov was arrested? Because of what people were doing on his decentralized encrypted platform Telegram, this guy was caught and put in jail. The French government basically said, oh, there are child trolls on your platform spreading bad stuff. You're being taken now because, you did this. But they really did that because they didn't have control over that body. This is likely to happen with other cryptocurrency networks too, if Russia starts using them to avoid the US central bank. It's most likely going to be very similar. People in charge of these kinds of crypto projects will be arrested, and the US will try to get a backdoor. If they can't, things will get very messy, and we need to be here to fight the right fight. And I think that even Ripple could get in trouble with the law, especially if Kamala is in charge. This is because we've seen that what they're trying to do with sanctions and stirring up trouble is go after their political enemies. If anyone helps their political enemy and gives them a system in any way, either directly or indirectly, they'll probably go after them too. This happened with Pavel Durov. And it happened again with Gary Gensler going after Ripple. There are, of course, many more examples of this. Having said that, it's a fight. We'll have to be ready to win this fight. And that's how I feel about it in general. I like the idea of an open network that everyone can use. When it comes to banks, I don't think we should have a central governing body. I believe that schooling is very important. That's where our future should be. I believe that these bankers do not care about what is best for us. It's because they start fights that they can buy land at a huge discount. They put a lot of money into these military companies that sell weapons worth billions of dollars. It's mostly just stirring up war to make money, and I don't think that's good for any of us. None of us in the working class, not at all. Maybe these elitists do make money, but it costs a lot of innocent lives, which I can't support right now. That being said, Putin has seen a bit of a Bitcoin boom, a $3 billion gain last year, and now they're ironing out more market control with a lot of the things he's been doing, like all the updates I gave you. I agree with you that now is a great time to get into the crypto business because so many world leaders and superpowers are going to dive deep into it. I think it's clear that XRP payments can be made across borders. I believe Bitcoin is a very safe investment. And I also believe that Ethereum has a strong case for going up in value. Overall, guys, I want to tell you about a great chance that comes up because of all of this. For those of you who trade XRP, you want to go long on XRP and short on Bitcoin. It doesn't matter if you use my affiliate link for Margex or the futures crypto trading market. You'll be able to use this huge pool of prices, so don't miss this chance. Use the link below to sign up for Margex list. Start trading the coin that you think will go up the most. Ladies and friends, let's all get richer as we ride out this bull market. That being said, guys, if you liked the video, click the like and subscribe buttons. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.